welcome back to the Traders Network. I'm Michael Yorba, your host. Thanks for joining us. We're also streaming to you live on yorbamedia.com. All right, I've got Nick Santiago, President, CEO, InTheMoneyStocks.com. This guy's been threading the needle for from 1,000 yards out for, 2 years, Nick?
It's been a while.
Yeah. Great job, by the way. Okay, so first on the deck, or first up at deck, I should say, Visa.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up Visa today because the stock is selling off really, really nicely. And as you know, I was on your program saying, hey, we're going to get another pullback here, and it's going to give us an opportunity to get back into equities. Visa is starting to sell off a little bit today. I think we could pick this one up around the 185, 186 level. You have a real nice support area going back to about the earlier part of October. And I think that's where the stock's going to find some institutional support. So stock pulls back to around 185, possibly 186. We'll be looking to buy Visa.
Okay, a little gap down there. I got that. Are you in the mood to trade this to the south side? In other words, short it? Not
yet, because, I'd more likely be a buyer because I think we're in store for somewhat of a pullback in the overall market indexes.
Right.
But I'm going to get a shopping list ready because I think this market still has one more inflationary leg to go.
Ta-da! There we go. Get the shopping list ready. Okay, next. What, Exxon?
Yeah, the next one is ExxonMobil. This stock is very, very close to topping out. So I have a level up here at around $92. I think traders can look to get short Exxon around $92. There's a chance because of its overbought condition that the stock may have topped out today. So I wouldn't short it just yet. But around $92, I think traders can get short for a sell-off probably down into the $85, $86 area.
Ooh, that'd be a nice trade. All right, at that point, are you looking for substantial support?
Yes, I think when we get to around 85, 86, I'd flip and reverse it, and I'd be a buyer of Exxon again.
Okay. All right.
This is a very, very good trading stock. If you look at the weekly chart, you could see how if you could hit these peaks and valleys, there's a lot of money to be made in this equity, even though it's been in somewhat of a $7 to $10 range.
All right. Okay. All right. Well said. All right. Now, this one, hello, J.P. Morgan.
Well, I figure, Michael, we can't go a week without bringing J.P. Morgan up now, can we?
No.
So right now you see the stock's getting hammered today. Traders, I think this stock's headed down to around $50.50. Ultimately, lower. We could be buyers of this later this year at around $47.50, $48.
Okay. All right. So $47.48. Don't buy it at $50.
No. Well, you may get a little bounce at 50, but I think right now it's headed down there to that $50 area.
Okay.
So right where we are trading at 51.74 currently, I do think we're headed on a straight shot down to 50, 60, 50, 50.
Okay, that sounds good. The overall health of this company going forward, relative, because they're right in the middle of everything that's going on with us, whether it's interest rate moves or it's more easing in the economy, meaning putting more money into the economy, buying the bonds. These guys are decision makers, and they're in the middle of this stuff. Overall health for J.P. Morgan, what do you think? Big picture.
Well, I think I'm not a huge fan of these large banks because they get so much, free money from the central bank. But overall, I mean, we're traders, and when it gets down to that 47 level, that's where it looks attractive. The trend has been up, really, for the most part, since you can make a case since May 2012. It's really been on a tear to the upside, and it looks like it's in correction mode now. But around that 47 area, I mean, that's where traders want to step in, and that's where you want to buy it. Now, where it goes from there can be really anybody's guess. Does it make new all-time new highs above the $56, $57 level? That remains to be seen. But right now, as a trader, I'm just looking to get in at the right spot, and to me, 47 is the area.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. This SOHU, Com?
Yeah, I wanted to bring this up. This is a Chinese ADR, and, we'll trade anything as long as it gives us an opportunity. But this is just another stock that was roaring and soaring and just got absolutely annihilated, and it has a lot more downside to go. So while this thing is a little bit oversold in the near term and into some support, traders should not look to own this thing. This is a very popular name out there in the marketplace amongst a lot of day traders and swing traders. But around $52 is where you could get interest in this. Do not touch this thing at this level.
Okay. All right, 52. Got it. All right, EMC.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up EMC because this is on my short list right now, and I'm very, very close to pulling the trigger on this one to the short side. EMC, I think, is ultimately going to work its way back down to around $22. Currently trading at $24.17. I know it's only about a $2, maybe a $2.50 move to the downside, but considering the percentage gains, it's still a potential 10% downside winner.
Okay, all right. Now, all of these stocks that you'd mentioned here, outside of are you looking to be buying these things for at least the next quarter?
Not so long, Michael. When we're in
Shorter
positions,
term.
it's generally maybe a week or two or something like that, possibly longer if it's running in our favor. But I generally position myself just for the quick move based off of the pattern that the chart is telling us.
I wanted to give the audience a time frame of these trades. Okay, got it. Now, S&Ps. We've got what could be a short-term top here right now. I want to get your opinion on this.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think the market's overbought. I think the market needs to pull back at least one more time. I don't think this is the end-of-year rally. A lot of people are getting baited into it. Also, when you look at leading stock like Apple, if you recall, I was on your program, over the past few weeks, and I said when Apple was around 475, this has upside to 538, 539, and that got there. It got there, 3 days ago. It traded as high as 539.25, and now it's pulled back. So I think Apple's headed lower, and I think the major indexes are also ready to pull back right now.
Okay, give me some support levels. You think let's start with the S&P. Where you think that might go?
Well, if you're looking at the S&P Cash Index, I think right now a move back down to around 1675, 1680 should not be ruled out of the question. That's a little bit less than 100 points, but that's what I'm seeing right now as a pretty good general area for the market.
Okay, all right. We have got some interest here on the show lately about the copper market, and I've seen you really trade the heck out of this thing. What do you think there?
Well, I follow the copper market pretty closely.
Right.
And right now it's kind of in a sideways range for the most part. This has just gone sideways. So I think there could be potential upside on an inflationary push to around 349, but I think it's going to be a while before that happens. And if it does sell off and it sells off sharply, this can go down to around 321. Any close below 320, though, I really would get ready because this thing can go all the way down to 275. So in the short term, over the next few weeks, if copper can just go sideways, it has upside to 349. I don't see it really getting a penny above that, though.
Okay, all right. We've got a little move going on today in the gold market. Got any opinion there?
Yeah, I mean, gold right now is definitely has there's a good sell-off in the gold market today. Gold futures are down, pretty sharply here. I guess they're according to my charts down about $25. So
right.
When you look at it, they're not terrible. They're not great. The upside is very, very limited to gold futures. When I look at the upside on gold futures, let me just get this chart up here. But I'm only seeing potential upside to around 1377, 1378. So, it's kind of just a trading vehicle at this stage of the game.
Okay, last but certainly not least, how'd the room go today?
Room was dynamite today, Michael. We started off with 4 gap plays in the first half hour of the day, all winners. My partner gave out another 4 plays. I mean, I really think, even though I've only got 6 trades in the books today, I think we gave out about 8 or 9 winners today. No losers.
8 out of 8. 8 or 9 out of 8 or 9.
Yes. Yeah,
Well,
I mean, traders, come on over. Take that 7-day free trial that we offer. You have nothing to lose. 7 days, you could see what we're made of.
Yeah, that's definitely. Yeah, you might even learn something, and if not, pay for everything on your first day in the room. Got it.
Oh, everything and then some. I mean, when you break it down, Michael, the trading room is $10 a day. I mean, if that's not the steal of the century, I don't know what is.
Well put. All right, tell them how to get in there.
Yeah, you come on over to InTheMoneyStocks.com. Click the intraday stock chat. You'll see all of our screens, our setups, everything that we're doing each morning, and I put out all my morning gap plays at 9 a.m. 30 minutes before the market even opens. You'll have all the setups already. You can also take a subscription to our research center, which we give out all of my cycle work. You'll get all of my nightly setups. You'll get all of my partners' nightly setups. You'll also get a video each night. You'll get our technical tactics. I mean, and there's just tons and tons of information that we put out for the subscribers each and every night.
Well done. All right, thanks, Nick.
Thank you, Michael. Have a great day.
You too. Nick Santiago, CEO, InTheMoneyStocks.com. That's also the web address, so please go there, check it out. You will be very happy. All right, coming up next, we've got